Okay, here we go. We're going to do some 1 point perspective. But first of all, we need to kind of go through the principles and the construction. Okay, so if you've got your paper ready, you're going to need a pencil or a pen, and you're going to need a ruler. You don't need any grid paper for this. So the first thing we're going to do is going to map out a horizontal line across your page, which is faint to begin with, because you don't really need this. But what we're then going to do is this line is going to represent the horizon or your eye level. So if you were going to draw your object above this line, it means you'll be able to see the underneath of the object. If you're going to draw the object below this line, it means you're going to be able to see the top of the object. And if you draw the object on the line, it means more than likely you're not going to see the top or the bottom. So what we then need to do is we're going to start our objects above the line first of all. So you're just going to draw a rectangle. So with your ruler, if you just draw a vertical line, a horizontal line as best you can, another horizontal line and another vertical line. We'll do another example on the eye level. So we've got a vertical, a horizontal and another horizontal. And then below the line, we're going to draw another rectangle or square, doesn't really matter. You've got a vertical and horizontal and a horizontal. Okay, so what we're then going to do is we need to then decide upon where our vanishing point is going to be. So I'm going to select mine here. I'm going to label that up as vanishing point. So this is the point where everything disappears. So I've tried to position it in between all of the boxes. You can do it the other way around, so you can draw the vanishing point first and then draw your boxes around the outside. All we need to do then is look at which corners are directly linked to your vanishing point, and then with your ruler you're going to line them up. So we can see here that these two corners here will line up with the vanishing point. So with my ruler, if I just faintly just line them up on the side, so there we go. And the same here, you can see that this corner here will line up with the vanishing point, so will this one. But then these two won't be able to get directly in line with the vanishing point because the rest of these corners get in the way. So if I just track this down, so this comes down to here, and this one comes down to here, and the same on the bottom here. So this one will track up, this one will also track up, but the other two corners, they can't get to the vanishing point, but we'll come to that later on. What we need to do now is each one of these diagonal lines is called a depth line. They go back to the vanishing point. Remember, they mustn't be like drifting to the side of it. They've got to go directly to that point. All you have to do then is decide upon how far back you want your cuboid to be. So it can be anywhere on these depth lines. And then we're just going to go across horizontally. And the same with this one. We're going to pick a depth on here, and we're just going to go horizontally across on this section. This one here, we're going to pick the depth of the object, and we're going to go vertically upwards on the side, which then gives us our cubes or cuboids. So if I just press on a bit harder so you can see, I'm just using a different colour pen so you can see the cuboid. So this is my cuboid drawn in 1 point perspective, but it's above the vanishing point, which means I can then, or above my eye level, so I can see the underside of the box. This one, like we discussed before, I cannot see the top or the bottom because it's sat on my eye level. So we'll do that with that one. And the same with this one. This one is also sat below the eye level, so I can see the top, but I cannot see the bottom of this cuboid. Okay, so you can see here now we've got 3 cuboids drawn in 1 point perspective using the same vanishing point. Here we go.